So you want to stick handle like an elite NHLer. There's 4 mechanical secrets that are not commonly taught that the best NHLers are doing, and I'm going to show you them today. So the first one is a totally counterintuitive one, which is that when most people think of stick handling, they think of like moving the puck and touching the stick to the puck and moving it back and forth. The very first one is something we call the no stick handle. So if you want to have really fast looking hands, like some players do, the trick is actually to not stick handle. So what a lot of players will sometimes do is instead of actually cupping it every single time and touching the puck, we see McDavid do this quite a bit, is they'll actually just wave their stick over the puck, kind of like a magic wand. It sounds silly, but it's true. When you see it, you can't unsee it. Rather than actually stick handle, they just move their stick over top. So it looks a lot of the time like they're stick handling and doing it quickly, but in fact they're not. Why is this useful? Why even bother with this? Isn't this just some sort of Instagram hockey trick? No, it's not. Because what can happen is I can actually create a quick fake without having to slow down the puck or without having to readjust my mechanics. So I can be here and just give a little fake like that, and it's not a big deal. It doesn't throw off my balance, and the puck, you can see, doesn't actually have to change direction. When you have to change the direction, it takes energy, it takes time, but when you give a little wave over the puck, you can actually have deception, you can have a fake without actually stick handling. That's the first thing. The second thing is 2 ways to get the puck off of the forehand. There's pretty much one way to get the puck from backhand to forehand, and that's this, just like that. So there's no real differentiator there, but there's 2 ways that the top players get the puck from their forehand to their backhand. So the first is something that we call a Crosby curl. So it's like this. What I'm doing is I'm rolling the puck from mid-blade to toe, and I'm actually creating a bit of a spin on the puck like that. So we see Crosby do this, and what I'm doing is I'm actually curling the puck across like that, and it's rolling from mid-blade to toe. That's the first way. People don't actually teach this. They often just teach having to push with both hands like this, but that causes more tension than is necessary. And that is not super efficient. So what we want to have, again, with a mechanical advantage is being able to move it really smoothly without a lot of tension. The third mechanical advantage is something we call the Kane drag. So the Kane drag is different than a toe drag. A toe drag is a low probability mechanic, again, commonly taught, but not commonly seen in games because you have to pull right from the toe and you have to pull in like this, and it's just really unlikely to be successful in a game. What we see Kane do with something called the Kane drag, and we see like players like Pettersson and we see players like MacKinnon do this as well, is they treat the toe drag more like a circular motion. So they're pulling it like this, and then they're catching it around the mid blade, and it's in a circular motion. So it increases the probabilities of keeping the puck on your stick, but it's still pulling it in near your feet, kind of like what is designed by a toe drag, but doesn't actually happen because it's kind of low probability. So that's the idea for the Kane drag, is it happens like this. It also happens to be the same motion that you're going to use when you load up a shot. So those are the 3 stick handling mechanics. Now the last one is actually the most important, the least taught, and makes the biggest difference, is that the best NHLers that stick handle with their feet, not with their hands. Once you learn those 3 mechanics with your hands, you've pretty much got stick handling dialed in. Of course, there's more practice and there's more reps, but where the real separation happens is with the footwork. So when we see the top players like Pettersson or MacKinnon, players that are super deceptive with their hands, what we don't always look at is what's happening with their feet. So we don't see the anchor that's consistently happening to stabilize and also to help the player move with their feet. And they don't see the soft drags or the anchors, or we're not seeing the 10 and 2 or the punch or any of this footwork that makes stick handling possible in a game setting. Anyone can stick handle in their garage or in their basement and just have their lower body totally dynamic, and that's not too hard to progress. There's lots of stick handling videos for that, and lots of players are really good at that. but what separates is when you combine the hands with the footwork. And that is what the downhill skating system is, along with precise puck control. Now, if you want to learn the downhill skating system footwork that allows you to stick handle like the top NHLers, well, you can learn that in a free training series, 5 videos that we've put together to learn how to do that footwork so that you can stick handle like the best players. So if you want to access that, it's totally free. You can click the link. Love to have you sign up. And I'd love to see in that video so you can really start to dangle like the top players with this very counterintuitive advice. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.